Welcome back to week 5, and we are getting ready to start putting in our second floor of our walls. And as you can see, when we go back in here to Blackboard, we went and got our elevations set to begin with. Now we're going to set up the second floor. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. And here is, you can go ahead and save that and download this and have that with you when you start to go through and draw. Um, I printed one out so it makes it a little bit easier, but now this is in your book as well. And what I want to do is go to second floor right here. Again, here's our first floor, and we got all those tags for our windows and door. But now I'm going to go to my second floor, and we get in here, everything looking pretty good. All your dimensions are accurate, and looks like we're coming straight off this one with a wall, straight off this one with a wall. So first thing I do is come over here and do an architectural wall, and 2x4. That's exactly what I need. So I'm not going to hit it dead on. I'm just going to do that right there and bring this one up. I like to use my modify, my line, to come over here and catch wall faces. Catch that, then catch that. That lines that up. Catch that, and then catch that. And there we go. And we have that in, and then I'm going to go ahead architectural wall. And you can see on that, you see how it's got these preparations here? That's following the load bearing wall. There'll be a wall exactly underneath it. It doesn't have to be load bearing, but it's showing us those walls that's directly underneath of us. So if we want to see those walls underneath of us to be able to lay this out, all we have to do is come over here, escape out of everything, and then come down here, and there's an underlay, and you all can see that in your properties. And right now we have none, but if I want to put my first floors to see where those walls are, and that's the reason is basically your load bearing walls, you can go to first floor and see how it brings it in for you. And there's a wall right here, so we got to replicate. So I want to put a wall here, 2x4, wall center line, and I'm just going to go and follow this right across here to there. And there's this one right here. It says that it should go across like that. Now the rest of them are going to be kind of on their own, and we'll draw them in. So I don't need the underlay anymore, so I come back over here, escape out of everything, and slide down to underlay. I don't need one now, so I hit none, apply, just like that. Now let's see what we've got. Annotate, do some measurements, and we've got some stuff we got to do here, it looks like. So I want to go in here to architecture, wall architecture, and we'll come straight down here with that, and I'll come across here with this, and then I'll start putting in some measurements. This wall, and I'll just use these temporary, should be 8 foot 5 and a half. Okay, and this wall doesn't go all the way to the top, so I'm just going to grab it and bring it back down to there. Unjoin those because these were joined up. Now this line will go all the way across when I put this other wall in, and I'll take and put it in there just like that. Now we can actually pull this and join it just like that. You click on it and it gets that grip, you can pull it back and forth. This one needs to be pulled out just a fuzz. Alright, so far so good. This wall should be tip into that wall, and you can actually grab these grips. I'll go to the center of it, and for the end of that one, it should be 2 foot 9 and 1/4 inch, just like that. The next one, this one here, you can actually grab that and go to the end of that, and that should be 511. So bingo, there's our numbers in. We also have a little tiny, look like some type of little closet or something there, and it's 3.9, and that wall there is 2 foot 4 and 1 divided by 2, so we got that in there. Everything looks good so far, and I need to grab this wall and pull it all the way back. Looks like that. Let's make sure this one's located correctly. No, it's not. Should be 5 foot 5, 9 and 3/4. That's odd to have those 3/4 and quarters on there, but we'll go with it. So there's all that. This is all this in here done. Looks like we got some closet spaces coming across here. So you put that in, and it'll catch midpoint. I would just about imagine that's right at the midpoint. If you annotate that in a line, you should go from there to there. Oh, my measurement, I wasn't clicking exactly right on that. They're actually, that's odd, but they're going from, looks like to me, is inside of that wall. Right there. And that would be weird, but that's all lined up. It looks good. They're getting 8 foot 5 and 3/4 out of that. Let's see what I'm getting. 8 foot 5 should be 8 foot 5 and 3/4. 8, 8, 5 and 3/4. Let's get rid of this one. 8 foot 5 and 3/4. Can't just to this value. Why not? I know why. Sometimes whenever you do an alignment, they're wanting you to pick for some reason, the wall face over here to the center. It should be the center of this one. Now it should let me do it. 8 foot 5 and 3/4. And it has this one going just a little bit longer on this side. If you run into that problem, there has to be a little bit of a glitch in that, because all of our measurements were correct. And I'm going to go from wall face to center of the core. Well, I guess not. There we go. This must not have been clicking on that wall face. Alright, good deal. Now, we also got to get in here and get this thing lined up. It's going from center to center. A closet interior, and I'm assuming it's going from center to center here, 2 foot 4 and 1 divided by 2. Now, I want to check something because it is mandatory that that's 2 foot. So I was just making sure that a closet has to have 2 foot. That way you can put your hangers and clothes. That way you can hang them up. And it doesn't. It has enough room. So all this so far is looking good, looking good. Um, Grab this and measure that. 5 foot 9 3/4 is perfect. And then 9, and then we'll put this architecture, a wall across here. And then we'll grab this. We're just going to annotate an alignment. And I'm going to catch my wall core, center core to there. And it should be 9. Click on that wall you want to move. 9, 4. So I start looking at this. When we go back up here to 3D, something doesn't look right, does it? That wall's coming all the way across. There's something wrong. This wall should come all the way across here, and this shouldn't go over. So let's fix that real quick. So I want to pull that back, and I want to put an architecture wall in. And let's see what we've got here. Wood over wood stud. And remember, this one's supposed to be a 2x6 that comes across. So you remember how we done the other side over here? I want to do this side. So I'll show you that again. So I want to put in here, I'm just going to grab my that, and I'm going to come across here just like this. Okay. And then we'll look at it in 3D real quick, and it needs to be flipped. Facing needs to be flipped. So I got it flipped out there. Alright, now I need to do some work on it. Click on it. I want to do edit type. When I come in here, I want to let's edit it. Let's see what it looks like. There, it is the 5.5. It is 6-inch studs, wall studs. But we got to get rid of a few things. Okay, we got to get rid of the wood shakes, the siding. Well, it needs to have some of this stuff on there for sure. Cancel out of that. Cancel. Alright. So really and truly on this wall, it just needs this right here. It doesn't need the brown and this sweep here. So again, we can go in here and edit this wood shake, and I'll do a preview right here. And let's see here, and it'll actually show. See right here how it's blue is the finish, the wood shake. Right here is this. I don't need this part right here. Is I want to modify merge regions, and I'll come in here and I'll click right there on that line, and it merges those two together. I don't want this clapboard, so I click on it and I want to delete the clapboard. So now it should be all the way down this wall, and the exterior should be the wood shake. Membrane layer, I want that. Plywood sheathing, I want that. 5.5, we want that. I want that 2x6s on that wall for extra insulation and support. Everything else looks okay, but I want to get rid of that sweep right there, so I do sweeps, and I want to get rid of both of the sweeps. There's 2 of them on there. Apply, okay. So this one is set up, exterior east, exterior second floor, okay. Membrane fun. Oh, the wood shake. Here, plywood. And the wood shake should be, I'm guessing 5/8 maybe. Now, that looks pretty good. Perfect. So let's go back to the second floor. Hit modify and hit align. You want to align, and again, wall faces there and there. Actually, this might have to be a 2x6 wall, just because that's not going to line up just right. Y'all see that? So we might have to go to a 2x4 wall just to line all that up, because you don't want to offset on the inside. Real quick, I'll click on this and look at this wall by hitting edit, and it's 5/8 perfect, 5/8. So, and this is 3.5. So we might have to change this wall from a 2x6 to a 2x4, and right here's your softwood lumber, your structure. So that would change to 3.5. Okay. Apply. Okay. And it's still a little bit thicker, but we'll go to the second floor, and I figured that was the case. That looks a little bit better. And that blends right in with that. Now this wall is it is actually a little bit high, so we got to get all this stuff figured out. And if you all remember, back in our elevations, we set all this up. First floor, and here's second floor is 9 foot, which the ceiling will be a little lower. This is the top of the second roof. Alright, then the roof is 18 foot where the roof's going to be. So what we want to do is go back into second floor, and or go back into 3D, it'll be fine. And I click back on this one, and I want to set this not unconnected, but I want to just go ahead and go to the roof, okay? Hit apply. And looks like that wall's not going all the way over. So let's check that out. There's something going on. No, it looks good there. Alright. Now what I want to do is this one's set. Let's go ahead and get the rest of these. You can hold control down, and then you can go around through here and click on the walls. And we're just going to take these all the way up to the roof level. Okay. And base constraints first floor, which is right. Top constraint is the roof. And also that would apply for my interior walls too. And I can go ahead and click on all them. Hold your control and just click on all of those. Interior walls just on the second floor. And change them unconnected height. We're just going to go to the roof. And then we'll adjust as necessary a little bit later on. We get some more detail. Now this wall here, of course, on the second floor plan, grab it, pull it on over, just like that. And all of this is starting to shape up. So if you need any help, just let me know. Yours should start to look like that about right now.